Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. We finally got a sizable update on Halo Reach coming to PC. Closed beta is kicking off next week. 343 Industries has just confirmed that, and very excited to finally get an update on that. And I should add that they're planning on it starting next week. There have been some unforeseen circumstances that has delayed Halo on PC, but it looks like it will be good to go next week. We'll take a look at their statement. Also, Halo Infinite will have betas leading up to its release. A lot of you guys are focused on MCC, but Infinite looks to also be coming to PC, and that will be having betas in the future as well. Haven't been talking a lot about PC hardware news, but I do want to note that Intel will slash the prices of its desktop CPUs by up to 15%, and that's coming from a new report, and that's also in order to rival AMD's Zen 2 CPUs. And we'll take a look at Intel's ongoings at the end of this video. I first want to cover Halo. Okay, so let's talk all about Halo MCC and Halo Reach. Halo Reach coming to PC, I'm probably more excited on that than the entirety of the MCC collection. Everything past Halo Reach is cool. I'm excited to play through all of the campaigns of the Halo games, but I loved Halo Reach. I thought Halo Reach was an incredible game, and I know a lot of you guys look at titles like Halo 2 and Halo 3 as your favorite Halo titles. Halo Reach to me was just such a great game, from its incredible and emotional campaign to the awesome multiplayer, that I am so excited to play this on PC. And best of all, it's going to be released at $9.99, and now we know that we are getting closer to the release, as the closed beta is going to be kicking off next week. This is what 343 said in the latest Halo community update. Quote, "If everything goes according to plan, our first flight for Halo Reach on MCC PC will be next week to a small subsection of registered Halo insiders." So if you didn't register to Halo insiders, you totally messed up not doing that. I've been telling you guys to sign up if you had any interest in it, but if you're an insider member, you'll have a small chance on getting into the beta. It's not going to be open to the floodgates of all insiders. I imagine that your tenure is going to have something to play in part. If you've been an insider for a very long time, they probably are going to give preferential treatment to those. That's generally how things are done, and that's speculation on my part, but nonetheless, you do have to be an insider member. They also noted we're starting more modestly because we've got quite a few levers to pull, and we want to ensure our delivery pipeline runs smoothly, our communications are clear, and that participants can properly provide their feedback on the build. Since there are so many pieces and levers that need testing, verification, and appropriate approvals, we need to take our time to ensure we're sending out a quality flight to our Halo insiders. The team has a build which appears to be a strong candidate, but it's still in the middle of going through the testing process as I type and as you read. That said, we're still targeting to release next week, and we'll be sharing the details with the public, so even if you aren't selected for the flight, you'll know what's happening. Stay tuned for more details throughout. Okay, so a lot to digest there. So it looks like if all goes according to plan, Halo Reach will be entering its flight test and beta testing this week. Closed beta testing, I need to reiterate that point for those of you thinking that this is going to be open to the floodgates and everybody's going to be able to easily access the beta. That's not necessarily going to be the case, but if you are an insider member, keep an eye on your email and maybe you'll get into the beta yourself. Incredibly excited for this. I'm hoping that this means that the game will actually be released in the relative near future. Hopefully by the end of the summer. I was hoping that Halo was going to be that one multiplayer game that over this summer break that a lot of PC gamers were going to be able to get invested into. I know that when Halo Reach drops on Steam, it's going to shoot up to the top seller on Steam, being that it's $9.99 and being that it's the first mainline Halo title coming to PC in a very long time. This is going to be a blockbuster release. It would just be a shame if it came out towards, say, like the beginning of September, when game releases are just going to heat up anyway. If this was able to be released in the summer period and it was really that major game and that standalone major new release, I think it would have done really, really well. Let's hope that it can still make a release for, say, end of July, beginning of August. I think that would be really great, but considering it's just entering closed beta testing now, and they're gonna want to work out a lot of the issues, this might be even a mid-fall release of October, November, a lot later than I had initially expected. But nonetheless, at least it is making some progress, and I get it from a 343 standpoint where they want to make the game as compelling and as good as possible, especially for PC gamers, because I've said it before, if they nail Halo on PC correctly, this is a game that for Microsoft is going to create residual revenue for years upon years to come. People, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line are just going to go back and buy these games. Whenever a Steam sale is running and you see Halo discount or people just get a new PC, Halo's gonna be one of those go-to games that you get right away. It's gonna be on par with a Grand Theft Auto 5 and games that are kind of essential for any PC library. I put a Halo in that category as well. So again, I can understand from a 343 standpoint why they want to deliver a quality product from the get-go, especially because we've had some blunder of releases from Microsoft before, and this one being on Steam, it's gonna have a bigger microscope attached to it, and you have to weigh in all those factors. On a related note, 343 343 Industries also summarized the available info on Halo Infinite, which will release next year on Xbox consoles and PC. They noted holiday 2020 release for the entire Xbox family of devices, including Project Scarlet and Windows PC. When does it take place in the universe? It follows the Master Chief story sometime after Halo 5 Guardians conclusion. LAN Halo Infinite will support LAN split screen, is up and running internally. Black undersuits will be appearing in the game. Flighting programs, the opt-in flights will start small and slowly expand out until release. So that's a long ways away, again, fall of 2020. But it's gonna have beta testing as well for PC. Flighting may come a little bit later for PC players, but we're treating it as a first-class citizen, so that's always great. Sometimes with these PC releases, whenever these publishers announce a PC release for a game that's already ready for console, sometimes the PC version is kind of treated as the red-headed stepchild or whatever the case may be, but in this case, it looks like 343 is putting a big emphasis on the PC version, and that's great. And of course, the game will be available as a part of Game Pass, so I'm sure they want to deliver a quality product, so people continue to sign up to Xbox Game Pass, and all that is good. Player customization will also be a big part of the game, and there is an internal pro team for Halo Infinite, so that's pretty cool. Wanted to cover Infinite news as well, even though it's a long ways away. That's a game that I'm personally excited for, and it's just good to see that Halo is once again going to be a mainstay in the PC ecosystem. And after the commercial success of Halo MCC on PC, at least my perceived commercial success of when that comes out, I think Microsoft is going to be very, very happy with this decision. Okay, lastly, outside of the Halo news, I do want to quickly note that DigiTimes has reported that Intel is planning to cut the prices of its 8th and 9th generation desktop CPUs by 10 to 15%. And not only that, but it appears that Intel has already notified its downstream PC and motherboard partners about these upcoming price cuts. Of course, with AMD's Zen 2 CPUs that are already incredibly impressive and come at a better price point. That's just generally the case with AMD. If you compare AMD to Intel price to price, AMD generally wins out on all of that. However, Intel can a lot of the times just get away with overpricing a lot of their CPUs just on name value alone. You'd be surprised on how much the Intel from a name brand standpoint just holds weight that way, and they can really create a lot more flexible price points in terms of being flexible towards their bank accounts, not ours. But you guys get the idea. In this case, them slashing prices is a pretty good sign of them actually taking AMD seriously. And some benchmarks are already coming out, like the Ryzen 9 3900X appearing to be as fast as the Intel Core i9 9900K. I don't want to get into the super duper CPUs like that, because you guys know that when I do talk about PC hardware, I generally like to talk about hardware for those of you guys on a budget. And for those of you guys on a tight budget, the 9900K might not be what you're looking at right away. But nonetheless, hopefully all the CPUs see a price adjustment across the board. That would be really great for those of you, again, on a tight budget. And that's going to conclude this video. Again, Halo Reach on PC looks to be making some sizable progress. Closed beta testing is coming next week, as long as 343 can maintain on schedule, but who knows, unforeseen circumstances happen all the time. Let's just hope it does drop today. Hopefully I can get in on it, or somebody I know can get in on it, and I can bring you guys some footage or just my general thoughts on it, or whatever the case may be. And Intel is looking to slash the prices of their desktop CPUs by up to 15% in order to rival AMD's Zen 2 CPUs. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.